What's going on, everyone? My name is VinnieBB and welcome back to CS2. And as you can tell by the home screen here and the title, I'll teach you how to execute A and B side as a T side on Inferno. A couple things to note before starting. Number one, I'm only doing T side smokes. I will cover CT side smokes and other nades, flashes, and molotovs in a separate video. Number two, if I miss a certain smoke or if you have an alternative version on how to throw a smoke, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if I missed something. I'm recording all these really late at night, so if I miss one, that is on me, and just let me know. And if you have a different version on how you throw a nade or like any smokes in general, please let me know down below in the comments. I love to hear your opinions and I love to learn new smokes for myself. If you have enjoyed the CS2 content as of recently with me putting out all these smoke maps, please like and subscribe. I do plan on putting out other informational videos like other nades and CT side smokes and other stuff, funny videos. Like and subscribe if you want to see those in the future. And if you want to see me play CS2 live on stream, I stream on Twitch. Link is in the description down below if you want to join in. I play CS2 every night. I just got ranked on Nuke. I got ranked Silver 4. But, you know, I'm live every night. So if you want to see there, I also give away skins on there. So be there or don't. It's up to you. Make sure you guys stick to the end of the video because I have a compilation of random smokes that I found on this map. The most unusual ones that don't even have necessary lineups for them that I just found, and I was actually shocked when I found them. And as always, if you're new and you don't know how to set up a smoke map, all you do is come over to play. You're gonna press on practice, press on competitive, and for us today, we're gonna learn on Inferno, and we're gonna click infinite warm-up, infinite ammo, grenade camera, and let's get right into it. The first smoke I'll be showing you is how to smoke front sight on B side. This is good for planning in the smoke if you want to do a fast plan, or if you want to be funny and just smoke this off and run CT. This is a smoke for you. I'm gonna show where we're gonna stay in a second, but we're definitely going to be aiming for this corner of the wall right here. It's basically in a triangle formation, and we're going to aim at the bottom right, the 90-degree corner of this triangle on the wall. And what we're going to do is come all the way over to the barrels, and we're going to stand right in front of it, get right snug in between the barrels and the wall over here. And once again, we're going to aim at the bottom right of that triangle where the 90 degree is, and all we're going to do is hold our nade and jump throw. And as we jump through the nade, let's go over to sight. There are a couple things to look out about this smoke. Once the smoke fills, people can always, jump up here, play in smoke, swing out over here. You just got to be very cautious of that because that is definitely more popular for CTs to do, hide in smoke, wait for you to plant, all that stuff. But once you have all the flashes and all the execute and the molotovs, if you just push them back off the site, you can probably get the plant off, or once you get the smoked off, you can just rotate and just watch the right side. But once you're past that, it's fair game, pass in church. You can catch anybody who's rotating off of A if you're faking that B site plant. Next up, I'm going to show you two different ways on how to smoke off in between Coffin and church. Both of these smokes will require you to come up banana and go up to between this half wall and this wall right into this corner. The first one is the easier one. The second one will take a little bit of tweaking, but I'm going to showcase it anyway. For me personally, I think this is the easier way how to do it. For the first smoke, you're going to come up to the corner, and actually we're going to aim at these lights up here, and we're going to aim at the fifth light over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work our way up our mouse from this light all the way up to the top of the wall. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I think this is right above where that fifth light is. And now we're going to find the sweet spot in between the light and the wall. So halfway in between, I would say about right there. Now all we're going to do is just regularly throw the nade. If you're off by a couple pixels, that is perfectly fine. You just have to adapt to when you throw the nade. So once the nade's being thrown, don't directly run up the site. You gotta wait for the smoke to pop and for all of it to fill. So say we have CT smoked off, we are taking sight, and this is perfect. We have the site we can plant. Just watch out for any CTs, running out to the side. They can always do that. Or if they sit on top of Coffin, as I am doing, I can't see anything. I'm jumping up and down. I can't see anything at all. Even if I try to crouch behind this as a CT, I'd probably get shot anyways. This is perfect at stopping anybody who's like opping up here, or anybody just holding church any angles. They'd have to wait for the smoke to fade, or they'll have to do something else to try and get out of it. Now I'm going to throw the same smoke again, but this time I'm going to aim at a different part of the B, and you'll see the different trajectory on when I throw it. So I'm going to crouch in the corner, and I'm going to aim, I would say around this white part. Say if you're like a little bit too high up, you can't find this in time, you're being pressured. Say if we aim a little bit above where we were just at, we're going to crouch and jump throw. Now, as I throw this, it'll change the trajectory of the nade, and say it lands, right in the same spot. But watch if I'm playing Coffin. If I'm playing Coffin, the smoke kind of fades in between the top and bottom. It kind of rips a part of it. If anybody's opping here or playing with an M4, they could most definitely see anybody over in banana, and you could probably see them too. It just depends on who's going to get that frag first. If they're opping, obviously they can still see you. Just be wary that if you aim at the first part of the B that I showed, it will be perfect. But right there, the smoke is ripping. You can see right through it. Next up, I'm going to show you every possible way you could smoke off CT so you can take that B side. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, Vinny, that's a good one. All you have to do is come over here, you know, toss a nade and it gets smoked off. Yes, that is true. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, you're playing against a really good team. You keep getting mollied off here. You keep getting smoked off. You can't even manage to peek. Maybe someone's holding Coffin. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Maybe someone keeps swinging you guys. You keep getting, you know, bopped every second. Well, this is a great way to like execute the site. Or if this case, say if I got like mollied or smoked off, there's our alternate ways on how to throw it if you want to be, you know, fancy with it. The first one you can do is a little bit tough, but I'm going to show it anyways. It's right outside your spawn. All you're going to do is come out and go up to this barrel and this wall, get right in between it. Now, this will take some practice and some work, but I'm going to show it anyways. All you're going to do is look at this hook on the wall, and we're going to line up at a 90-degree angle to where we hit this first antenna. So we're going to go directly across from this hook. I'm going to go right about here. Now, how to throw it? We're going to hold our nade, but we're going to walk a bit and jump throw. It might take a couple tries. It took me a couple tries, I'm not going to lie. So all we're going to do is just walk and jump throw all at one perfect motion. The walk, jump throw. And as we do that, the nade will land deep in CT. So this is perfect to land deep in CT. Say someone is playing up here, you can definitely catch them off guard. They won't be smoked off. In CSGO, when this was smoked off, you couldn't see them when they were smoked. But now in CS2, you can actually see if anybody's playing up here, and it smokes deeper in CT, so you guys have a little bit more space to work with. The first CT smoke you can do from Banana is at this dark brown box. All we're going to do is press our body up against the left side of it, and we're going to aim at this tall building in the background. We're going to make sure that we're going to line up our crosshair right at the very top of the roof, right when we work our way up the left side of the building. So about right around this area, all we're going to do is just hold the nade and throw. Now, it will land what I called in CSGO flower pots, where the CTs can hold it right up here. And for this one, the CTs, you know, they can hide and smoke a little bit, but all you got to do is make sure, no matter what, even though this is smoked off, you got to check to see if anybody's playing up there. This might be a little bit more dangerous smoke. This also like covers every side of it, which is pretty cool. Just be careful if anybody is playing up there. This next CT smoke is very easy. All you gotta do is come up to this corner right here, press your body up against it, aim at the very corner of this building, and all you do is just regularly throw the nade. No lining up, no anything. Just aim at the corner, sit in the corner, done. This smokes off everything. Once again, if any CTs are playing up here, they can kind of see. All you gotta do is make sure, no matter what, you gotta check up there. For the third smoke, all you gotta do is come up to these barrels, you know, get right up against that corner. And all we're gonna do is just aim at the tip of the building and just regularly throw the nade. And no matter what, look at that. Once again, all smoked off. Just gotta make sure you check up there. I'm gonna say that every time for the smoke, because if you look at one of these smokes, you gotta make sure you check up there. Vinny said it, and if you die from it, it's not my fault, it's your fault. This next one's a little bit fancier way on how to smoke CT. All you do is come up to this corner on this other side of the half wall, and we're going to aim at the A where it says DAL in cursive. All we're going to do is just jump throw. And as we jump throw, it's going to bounce off top parts of the building here. You're going to smoke anyways, and hopefully you turn right looking to the site if anybody's playing up here. Next up, I'm going to show you how to smoke off top mid just from outside of your spawn. So if your team wants to run up B and you don't want to be caught up like anyone who's like opping top mid, all you got to do is come up to this railing right here, press up your body up against it, and we're going to aim at the bottom flower pot up here. And it doesn't matter where we aim on it. You can see in the bottom left that the smoke just lands perfectly into top mid. So we're just going to regularly chuck the nade. And as we can see, if we want to try and get towards the banana, anybody who's opping us or like shooting us with their M4s from top mid can't see us whatsoever. They'll have to move to alt mid. But this is perfect for us because we could just go up banana, and that's one perfect way to smoke off top mid. Now moving on to A site. First up, I'll be showing you how to smoke off the left side cross for top mid. For this, what you're going to do is you're either come up mid or alt mid, and we're going to line ourselves up with the left side of this windowsill right here. And now we're going to look at this piece of pipe coming off of the roof and this bottom piece of the lamppost right here. Now, our crosshair will be right in between it, and how the easiest way that I know how to do this is our crosshair is going to be in between these two antennas. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to work my way in between, and as you can see at the far right, our crosshair looks like it's between those two antennas that are sticking off of the roof. And this is the perfect sweet spot that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to regularly throw the nade. Doesn't have to be perfect, but no matter what, the smoke will land here anyways. And just to be warned, since this new cubby spot was added in CS2, a lot of people could be playing it, but just be cautious about this. Don't push through smoke. Make sure you push this direction, but hopefully you have a teammate looking back for you, because this also gets smoked off, but anybody could also be hiding in this spot as well. You can also smoke this from 2 different ways in alt mid. The first way you can do is coming up to this red door if it's still intact, and coming up to this corner. With this hinge right here on the wall, we're going to line up directly to our right up against the red wall. So we're going to move our mouse straight to the right, and we're lining up with the wall. All we're going to do is jump throw. As we jump throw, we'll get pushed around on the building a bit. And as we can see, this nade lands a little bit deeper towards arches. Anybody who's holding there with an op, which usually happens majority of the time, will get smoked off. Anybody who's playing here will have to either run to the cubby or run to arches and get completely smoked off. Now, once you're running up mid, don't worry. Make sure you check anywhere over here. They'll have to be either playing arches, wrapping around to site, anywhere like that, sending in smoke. Just be warned about that as well. You can do this third smoke also from the bridge in alt mid. All we're going to do is press our body right up against this corner between us and the yellow building. And we're going to aim right at the very tippity top of this part of the building. And all we're going to do is just jump throw. And as we jump throw, this nade will take a little bit longer because it's soaring through the air. It's going to bounce, land a little bit deeper than the last smoke. But as you can see, with this whole entire corner, the entire thing gets smoked off. If you're a CT player, you can't see anything over here. Just make sure, once again, when you're coming up mid, you check the cubby, you check anything, anybody who's playing, like, straggling over here as well. Next up, I'm going to show you how to smoke off the right side of top mid. Say if you want to do this so you can cut through the spawn, go to the B side, and be a little bit silly about it. What we're going to do, say if we come up mid or alt mid, is come up to this window right here, and all we're going to do is push up our body right up against it. And now we're just going to aim between these two brown windows on this yellow wall, right in the middle, and all we're going to do is just throw the nade. And as we throw this nade, normally the smoke will pop. The entire thing will get smoked off. Once you push through to the left side, anybody who's playing in boiler or over here has to wrap around to the side. They can push through smoke. Just be cautious about that. And you can take this all the way up through arches, through library, and to B side. Next up, I'm going to show you the most effective arches smoke. As we come up alt mid here, we're going to press our body up right up against this corner where this blue sign is. And we're going to aim at the top left of this V right here at the very corner. And we're going to work our mouse all the way up until we hit the very, very tippity top of the building where these flower pots are. So as we work our mouse all the way up, it's going to hit this metal pole, I guess, or wooden, I can't really tell what it is, at the very top of the roof. All we're going to do is hold our nade, and we're going to jump throw this nade. So as our nade's being thrown, this will take a while for it to fall down. So I'm going to take my time and just walk over there. And as it's smoked off, this is perfect to stop any CTs, get them confused, like, why are they smoking off arches? I don't want to push through that. This is good for, like, post-plant, or just to throw in general, to throw any CTs off that are trying to, like, sit out here. Especially this guy, I have no idea what he's doing. Next, I'm going to show you an effective library smoke, or winery smoke. It was called library in CSGO. I'm calling it library in CS2. Just from like the same arches smoke, what we're going to do is come up to this corner right here, and we're going to aim at the very top left of this doorway, right where this darker line really like emphasizes out here. We're going to aim right at this very corner, right about here, and all we're going to do is just jump throw. As we see the nade being flown through the air, and it's going to pop right into library. So if I'm playing a CT here, it's going to pop, and I'm going to be confused as CT, be like, well, what's happening here? Well, sorry CT, but this is a really good library smoke. I couldn't even find my way out of it. That's why I had a no clip out of it. But that is the most effective library smoke that you can do. Next up, I'm going to show you 2 different ways on how to smoke off pit on A site. First up, if you're in alt mid, what you're going to do is come up to this old doorway and this half of this wall right here. Press your body right up against it. And at this A, we're going to go diagonally up towards the right. So about right in this general area, next to the top right of the A, all we're going to do is hold our nade and jump throw. As the nade is being thrown, as we can see in the bottom left, is going to perfectly smoke off pit. Say if I'm a CT member, I'm playing in pit right here. I get smoked off. Let me try and jump on the barrel. Can't say anything. I could jump over it. Why would you ever do that? But if you swing out, anybody who's a T side will obviously clear mini pit, and anybody swing out over here. So this is an easy frag to get if anybody's playing down here. The second pit smoke you can do is also from mid. What you're going to do is actually come to this underpass right here, and all we're going to do is hug up our body right up against the corner as much as we can. And we're going to aim at the last rung before we hit this metal pipe, I think that is, on the roof. Look at this last rung, get our crosshair right in the middle of it. All we're going to do is jump throw. And as we jump through that nade as well, it is also going to perfectly land in pit a little bit closer towards the hole right there. But no matter what, the volumetric smoke will take out the entire thing. Even if we play on the barrel, we can kind of see over it, but once the volumetric smoke does its work, anybody who's playing CT here, you can obviously see their head, take it out. This one's a little bit more risky to do, you know, throwing it and executing it, but if they're freaking out that they got smoked off pit, they're definitely going to swing out, and hopefully you can see them. If they're playing on the barrel, just be mindful of that and be cautious about that too. Next up, I'm going to show you how to smoke off the cross between library and arches and the site. For this smoke, all we're going to do is come up to the right side of this arch here, press our body right up against it, and we're going to aim at this white dot that is on the roof. We're going to put our crosshair right on it, and all we're going to do is jump through. And as we jump through the nade, it'll take a little bit longer because the arch of the nade is so long. And as this smoke drops, it's going to pop and cover everything. Say if I'm a CT here, I can't see over the right side of it. I can do this, maybe jump on the bench below, look over, but anybody can still see you do that. You can move on to this cubby here, but this cubby's no help because you're also smoked off. This could be a good place to hide after the smoke drops so you can catch them at an off angle. But as a T side, you got the whole thing covered until the smoke fades. And that's all the smokes I have for Inferno. If you guys enjoyed watching, make sure you subscribe. I still have more smoke videos coming out, especially with other ones with other nades, you know, CT side smokes, and just funny videos to come out here in the future. So if you guys did enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I stream there every day. I stream CS2 literally every day, and I give away skins there. Link is in the description down below. And if I missed any of the smokes, or if you have a different version that I threw, once again, please leave a comment down below. Leave me feedback on the video. I love to hear feedback. I love to hear new smoke lineups so I can learn them myself. And thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out. Bye-bye. Did anyone actually use this? I guess that also works. Nah. I mean, what? No one plays Graveyard anymore. What is this? What the hell? God, that was the useless library smoke I've ever thrown. What was that? What the? I just stood in this corner and I just aimed until I hit under the archway and just jumped through. Can I do that again? Is this really that effective? Oh my god, wait, landed differently. Wait. I guess. I mean, I'll throw that in a game. I want to see what happens if I actually try that. Wait, imagine if this works. Wait, it went inside the box. Wait, this works. I don't know if I should add that one. That one made no sense. I literally threw it from the bridge. There is no way. I didn't even have a lineup for that. I just threw it. What? Stop. There's no. Where am I at? This has to be the dumbest smoke. What am I doing? What is this? Okay, let's say if I go from this wire and I run to this next wire. I want to see if anything works if I'm in this corner. Stop. Shut up. Shut up. No. No. Why am I smoking off dark? I mean, anybody could just swing out from this smoke. Whatever with these smokes.